And finally I made it to #1 beach in the USA, Siesta Beach in Siesta Key, an island which is on the west coast of Florida. It's #1 by popular vote on TripAdvisor on 3 occasions, also by choice of Stephen Leatherman, which know a couple of things about beaches, isn't it? But now we're gonna go and check out the beach, how beautiful it is, the sand, the water, the extensions, and a few secrets that you can find here. And if you're interested in staying, I suggest you to watch also my video on the best areas to stay here in Siesta Key. Of course, for the best beach in the USA, you need a huge parking, and that's what you find here in Siesta Key. But in saying that, still not enough. It's a Monday morning here in Siesta Key, and still the biggest parking, which is huge, is packed. That's why I suggest to stay closer to the beach if you decide to stay on the island itself. I've seen parking for $6 an hour. Just make the math. If you stay 7 hours on the beach, it comes up over $40 just for parking. I am here in the most popular part of the beach, right in front of the biggest parking that you can find in Siesta Key. You're gonna share the beach here with lots of people, but yeah, plenty of activities, and also you can rent if you want a sun umbrella, sunbed. I thought in saying that it's gonna be an expensive experience because 2 sunbeds and an umbrella is gonna cost $50, and that's the starting point, because you can have also special sunbeds and other things for $70, $80. If you want to have more of a secluded area, just stay north or south of the main beach, and you're gonna share it with not as many people. But look at the sand. It's like sugar, isn't it? Let's go down to the water. The water, besides being beautiful, is also very shallow, at least in the first 20-30 meters. So if you're traveling with kids, it's perfect, because you can leave them splashing around without worrying too much. To get to the beach, either north or south of the main beach, right in the middle where we saw the big parking area, you need to go through a public access point. I am here, for example, on public access point number 10, which is close to the village. What you find on this part of the beach is more of the chill out situation, you know, it's more remote. You know, you get the same sand, obviously, the same kind of water. It's also quite shallow, but not as shallow probably as on the main beach, but not as many people around as in the main beach. It's good if you're looking for a quiet spot to relax, probably not as good if you're looking more for activities, you know, some music maybe, some food as well. From here you can actually walk through the village in about probably 15-20 minutes, so it's not too bad. I'm gonna walk now through the northern beach of Siesta Key so I can show you the difference between the northern side and the central side. You can see the northern side is very laid back beach. But there is a point to make. Here there is no lifeguard on duty, so keep it in mind, especially if you are with kids. And here I am on the southern side of the beach, which is also called Crescent Beach. Obviously, same water, same beautiful sugary white sand. It's very similar to the northern side of the beach, and I'm thinking here about being very quiet and laid back. But there are also differences, like the northern beach is much wider. Meanwhile, here in the south, you know, there are plenty of condos overlooking the sea, which is good if you're looking for an accommodation overlooking the beach, but it may be not ideal if you're looking for more nature. Overall, honestly, I prefer the northern side just because there is more nature, but really it's a hard choice, to be honest with you. But now I'll show you the bottom end of the beach, which is called Point of Rocks if you look into Google Maps, and that's a good place to do some snorkeling if you're into it. but check out the water condition because you need high tide. If you made it as far as Siesta Key beach, then I suggest you also taking maybe half a day to explore Turtle Beach, which is in the southernmost part of Siesta Key, of the island. It's completely different from Siesta Key beach. The sand is much darker, the water goes down straight away, so there's no shallow water here as well. But it's so different. There's more nature, a few dunes, and if you come here between May and October, you may be able also to spot a few turtles because it's the nesting season. And here are a few examples of hatch eggs, and I spotted them just walking on the beach a few hundred meters. And with this part of Siesta Key, I'm gonna finish this video. But keep following my channel because next week I'm gonna talk more about Siesta Key and the best areas to stay, even with a budget possibility.